Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ika Ade Liana. My student number 216121247 from class 3I. I will discuss about English plosive and English fricatives. Okay, before going to explanations, English plosive and English fricative are part of phonology and phonetics. So first, I will define what phonology and phonetics. Okay, so the first slide is what is meant by phonology and phonetic. Phonology is the study of the sound system of languages. Phonology is the aspect of language related to the distinctive. So what is phonetic? Phonetics, the study of speech sounds and their phonological production and acoustic qualities. So whereas phonetic is the study of the sounds and is concerned with the productions, auditions, and perception of speech sounds, while phonology describes the way sounds functions within a given language and operates of the level of sound system and abstract sound unit. Okay, before I explain more about English plosive or types of English plosive, I will explain to you what is English plosive. English plosive are the types of consonant produced by forming a complete obstructions to the flow of air out of the mouth, increasing the air pressure in the mouth, and then suddenly releasing the pressure. Plosive are also called stops because the air coming out of the mouth is stopped or blocked briefly by the articulators. There are three types of English plosive: the bilabial plosive p and b, the alveolar plosive t and d, and the velar plosive k and g. Okay, what is this English bilabial plosive? When producing the sounds, the flow air coming out of the lungs is stopped or restricted by the two lips. The channel to the nasal cavity is closed by the velum. Then, the pressure of air in the mouth is abruptly released. The p sound is produced when the vocal fold do not vibrate. In English, the voiceless bilabial stop p is distributed in all word positions. It can be found in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. Okay, look at the example. Okay, this is example of English bilabial plosive. In the beginning of a words are pick, put, pull, pen, pack. And then in the middle of a word are often, option, spelled, spell, spash. And in the end of a word are stop, lamp, keep, map, nap. I will move to the b sounds. The next bilabial plosive is b. In order to produce b sounds, the two lips form a complete obstructions of the flow of air. The air pressure increases in the mouth and then the air is abruptly let out. This almost the same as the production of p. The only difference is the state of the vocal folds. The voiced bilabial stop b is distributed in all of word positions. Look at the example. Okay, in the beginning of a words are bank, brick, porn, pad, lock. In the middle of a word are abroad, about, label, abuse, table. And in the end of the words are grab, snob, flab, rib, carp. Okay, next the English plosive t and d. production of sound involves the tip of the tongue touching the alveolar ridge, which is the ridge just behind the upper front teeth. Okay, look at the example. Okay, this is the example of sound. In the beginning of the word are tag, taxi, pool, ticket, total, and then in the middle of the word are potato, attack, dirty, button, disturb, and then in the end of the words are put, head, pet, told it. Okay, next the other alveolar stop is the. Production of sound the is almost the same as the production of sound th. The only difference is the state of the vocal folds. Okay, the example in the beginning of a word are thumb, tone, tie, toss, spinner. In the middle of the word are redo, body, educate, lady, ando. And in the end of the words are dead, bright, gold, quiet, late. Okay, next the English plosive k and g. In producing k, the air that comes out from the lung is completely blocked by the back part of the tongue touching the velum. At the same time, the velum clasps the passage through to the nasal cavity. For the example, in the beginning of the word are keep, kind, king, K, karate, and in the middle of the word are locker, taken, parking, circle, calculate, and in the end of the words are like, click, bank, pick, prank. Then the other velar stop is g. The production of sound g is the same as productions of k, where the back part of the tongue touches the velum and the velum blocks the channel through the nasal cavity. Okay, look at the example. In the beginning of a word are good, grab, read, cap, quest, and in the middle of a word are look, struggle, degree, regular, login, and in the end of the word are flog, slug, vag, egg, flag. Okay, the discussion about English plosive is finished, and there is English fricative. What is English fricative? English fricative in phonetic, a consonant sound such as English f or v produced by bringing the mouth into position to block the passage of the airstream, but not making complete closure so that air moving through the mouth generates audible frictions. Can be produced with the same position of the vocal organs as stop, bilabial, labiodental, dental, alveolar, palatal, velar, and alveolar consonant. First, the English fricative sound f and v. Sound f is produced by impeding the flow of air where the lower lip is elevated to touch the upper teeth so that a friction sound is produced. Look at the example. Beginning of words are bus, feet, phone, photograph, hood. And then in the middle of a word are refuse, prefer, reform, define, perform. And then in the end of a word are brief, believe, thief, enough, rough. Next, we are going to discuss the fricative v. This fricative consonant is called the voiceable labiodental fricative. In order to produce v, the lower lip also touches the upper lip and creates frictions when the pressure of airflow is released through the narrow space between the lower lip and in the upper teeth. Okay, look at the example. Beginning example are vein, vague, valid, verbal, velar, and in the middle of the word are never, favorite, lover, favor, nervous, and in the end of the word are reserve, love, of, save, grave. The English fricative th and the. So the first is in order to produce we need to create friction between the tip of the tongue and the upper teeth. So the example, here are some words. The first beginning of a word are tough, tree, treat, thirsty, thumb. Middle of a word are author, ethyl, piton, peter, wealthy. The end of a word are with, great, hurt, with, pet. The other dental fricative sound is the. This consonant is called the voiced dental fricative. In order to produce the, we also need to create friction between the tongue and the upper teeth. Look at the example. In the beginning of a word are those, those, this, there. And then in the middle of a word are brother, neither, either, leather, waiter. Okay, in the end of a word are bread, pad, cloud, with, pod. English fricative sound s and z. First, in order to produce the s sounds, we need to raise the blade of the tongue to touch the alveolar ridge. The stream of air is impeded and let out through the sides of the tongue. The example, in the beginning of word are sand, salt, soon, scan, section. In the middle of a word are sensitive, lesson, absolute, tasty, mason. And in the end of a word are science, pause, relax, sentence, release. For alveolar fricative it is sound z. The production of the z sound is the same as the production of sh. By touching the alveolar ridge with the blade of the tongue and letting the air out through the sides of the tongue. The following are examples of words where the z sounds occurs in the beginning of a word: zoo, zero, zing, zip, zest. And in the middle of a word are dazzle, puzzle, taser, deposit, buzzer. And then in the end of a word are size, tease, vice, shoes, vis. English fricative sh and the. Producing the sh sound, we need to create friction by allowing the front part of the tongue touch the alveolo-palatal area and letting the air stream out to the sides of the tongue. Look at the example. Beginning of word are shall, she, shy, shock, sheep. And then in the middle of a word are rashers, pressure, recognition, tension, tertiary. And in the end of a word are rush, blush, wish, wash, face. Next, the other alveolo-palatal fricative is the sound j. The production of j is the same as the production of sh. By creating friction in which the air stream is delayed through the sides of the tongue while the front part of the tongue touches the alveolo-palatal area. The voiced alveolo-palatal fricative is usually formed in the middle and final position, as shown in the following example. In the middle of a word, major, eligible, vision, visual, closure. And then in the end of the word, beige, road. And this is the last part of English fricative. If the former has a partner, the latter does not. This is sound ha. Sound ha is unvoiced. English fricative ha Sound H is called the voiceless glottal fricative. It is produced by letting the airstream freely pass the vocal folds to come out of the mouth, but the vocal folds do not vibrate. The voiceless glottal fricative sound H is usually found in the beginning and in the middle positions. Example, in the beginning of the word are hall, hike, hot, hard, hard, and then in the middle of the word are ahead, Yahoo, behind, disheartened, dehydrated. Okay, I think my explanation is enough about English plosive and English fricative. More less sorry, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.